They thought he was dead. My sister, Becky, put me in a body bag to protect me from the sun. Mr. Thompson, from the embassy, helped her. They were so frightened, they forgot about the Bloodstone.
Alo? Poliția? Este un accident pe drumul vechi dinspre Râșnov. 8 kilometri spre munte. Nu sunt toți morți. Aștept. Ana Lazar. Numărul meu de mobil este 092 423851. Can you hear me? Don't be afraid. Try to stay still. You've had an accident. I'm a doctor. Help is on the way. I'll take you to a clinic myself. Dr. Nicolaou, please. It's an emergency.
Doctor, Anna Lazar is at the gate. She says it's an emergency.
Tell the guards to let her in.
I wonder what brings the good doctor so far from the city.
Careful! Take it inside, quickly!
Anna, what's wrong? Was there an accident?
Yes, this girl was the only survivor.
Lăsați-mi. This bag is for corpses.
Yes, but when I opened the zipper, she went into a violent paroxysm. What's wrong with her?
Anna, this is a vampire.
A vampire? Impossible.
You see, when the sun goes down,
Where am I?
please, don't be afraid. We want to help you.
I am Dr. Lazar, Anna. This is Dr. Nicolaou. You were in a terrible accident in an embassy car with a man and two women.
My sister, Becky. Where is she?
I'm sorry, but she did not survive. Can you tell us what happened?
This poor child has been ravaged by a vampire.
A vampire? I don't believe it.
Can you tell us his name?
Radu. Vladislas.
Radu Vladislas is a figment of folklore.
Tell me truthfully, child. Have you tasted blood?
Yes.
Don't be ashamed. I can help you. Is the symptoms of this terrible affliction.
You can't help me. No one can. I'm already dead.
You are not dead. You are suffering from an ancient malady. There is hope for you if you will agree to stay with us a while. Let me devise a treatment for you.
E pacienta mea, Ion. Și vreau să o transfer la spitalul din București.
Nu-ți dai seama cu ce ai de-a face, Ana. Doctorii în București o vor distruge cu ignoranța lor. Rămâi aici cu mine și am să te învăț lucruri pe care mulți muritori nu le știu. We want to help you, but you must cooperate completely. I loosen the bonds if you promise to behave yourself.
Yes. Please.
You must be completely honest with us. You are initiated by Radu Vladislas, correct?
Yes.
Where is Radu now?
I don't know. But he'll find me. He won't let me get away.
Don't be afraid. A vampire must be invited, or he cannot enter sacred ground. This clinic was once a monastery. Radu cannot enter here. You are safe from him as long as you stay within these walls. Tell me something. Does Radu have the Bloodstone?
Yes.
Have you tasted of it?
Yes.
What is this Bloodstone?
It's an ancient relic, revered among the vampires. A crystal said to drip the blood of the saints. According to legend, a vampire who has the Bloodstone can survive without killing. It's true, yes.
Yes. But there's a dark side to its power. It's driven Radu mad.
This is crazy.
We're scientists, Anna. We must keep an open mind. If the Bloodstone exists, it would be a priceless object for research. You are not the first vampire to seek my help. I'll do my best to ease your suffering. If it becomes necessary to, take some blood. Believe me, there is no reason to feel shame. I can provide blood for you. It's not a problem. Please. In time, I can free you. This terrible desire.
Da? Detectiv Vodă? Institutul Vitalis din Știrbei. Știți locul? Da, sigur. The police want to ask me some questions.
Please, don't tell them about me.
Don't be afraid. Your secret is safe with us. My child. Master. I seek sanctuary.
All that I have is yours to share.
I am Radu Ladislas.
I am Serena.
She is my protege, Master.
An extraordinary creature.
Sit. Drink blood with us. What brings you to Bucharest, Master?
Vengeance.
Vengeance, Master. Against whom?
Glistening which burns me.
We will help you, Master, to hasten your safe return to Transylvania.
Our wealth has multiplied.
It is easy to profit from the corruption of mortals. The casino and brothel keep us well supplied with income and victims.
I grow lonely in Transylvania. Perhaps I'll stay in Bucharest and reclaim my holdings.
As you desire.
I require a resting place. The seventh level is off limits to you. From this day forth.
The seventh level is in ruins. There is better lodging in the Western Quarter.
The 7th level pleases me.
As you wish. I can provide a willing mortal for your pleasure. I normally ask 10,000 for a night, but to you, it is a courtesy. You can do anything you want with them, short of the kill.
I will amuse myself with your protege.
Detective Voda.
Yeah.
I'm Anna Lazar. This is my colleague, Dr. Nicolaou.
Thanks for seeing me, Doctor. I have just a few questions. The victims were in Transylvania searching for a young American woman, sister to the woman killed in the wreck. Was there anyone else? Any cars or people nearby?
No, there was no one else.
Why did you leave the scene of the accident?
I waited quite some time, Detective. Where were you?
I had other business.
There was nothing I could do for the victims. I had patients here, waiting for me.
There was a man whose job was to follow them, a colleague of mine, in pursuit of a stolen artifact. Lieutenant Marine of the Bucharest Police.
My master fears you, Vladislaus. But I'm not afraid.
As is wise to fear me. He seized this stronghold from me in the turmoil of the Great War. And you should fear me too. Because I'm a monster?
Destroy Ash for me, Vladislas. He keeps me imprisoned here, in this den of evil.
It is forbidden to destroy our kindred.
You could reclaim your stronghold. Rule over Bucharest.
You are diabolical, Sorella. Do you desire to taste the blood of the saints?
Yes. But I'm frightened.
I'll let you drink if you promise to serve me.
I'm yours, Master.
What's wrong with her?
As the dawn approaches, the vampire reverts to a state resembling death.
Please. Kill me. I can't go on like this.
Give us a chance to help you, Michelle.
I'm sorry, but I must draw some blood from you in this moment of surrender. My laboratory to work on this immediately. You'll be safe here. We'll seal the doors. No light will penetrate. Tonight, we'll begin your treatment.
I apologize for doubting you, Jon. Can you truly help her?
I can lessen the urgency of her compulsion. Make it possible for her
To move about in daylight. But she will always be a vampire. Let's rest a few hours. If this child is the fledgling of Radu Vladislas, Radu will come to us. We must be ready to meet him.
Please, sit.
This will help you to relax. Noroc?
Cheers. What's happened to you, Nico? You've gained the reputation of a charlatan.
My anti-aging treatments are quite effective, Anna. Even if they are dismissed by my former colleagues. Patients come to me from around the world.
How much do rock stars pay you to filter the heroin from their blood?
More than your friends at the academy earn in a lifetime.
It's sad to see you wasting your talents, Jon.
Have a drink, Anna. Noroc? This will help you to relax.
Cheers.
Anna, you are more beautiful now. Tell me what then.
Don't try to flatter me with superficial cliches, Jon. I'm a grown woman now.
I regret sometimes how our love story ended.
It was not a love story, Jon. And it ended as it began, with you seducing a new student.
I beg your pardon. It was you who seduced me.
It was a silly misadventure. I'm so tired. Wake me in a few hours.
Forgive me, Anna. But I find you irresistible.
Any word from Lieutenant Marin?
No, sir. We've checked his apartment. He hasn't been there for days.
Locul ăsta trebuie să fie plin cu hârtii. Trebuie să vă cumpăr eu, poate vreți să vă duc și la casă, hă? Nu vreți să duc eu la casă? Lieutenant Marine! Lieutenant Marine! Have you been drinking, Lieutenant?
I don't know. I'm sick. I don't know what's happened.
You were supposed to spy on the Americans. Now everyone is dead, and you are drunk in the closet.
Mel Thompson from Embassy is dead.
I had to go out to Mustir Bay in the middle of the night to question a witness. It's your case. You should do the work. One more mistake, Lieutenant, and you are fired.
Eu, săraca, trebuie să le fac pe toate.
If she drank from the Bloodstone, we should find some unusual sequences in the DNA. Find the Bloodstone's DNA, and you may find the secret to eternal youth.
Jon, are we trying to cure this girl? Or use her for our research?
We are scientists, Lupu, masquerading as doctors. The most important thing is to gain possession of the Bloodstone. Anna, wake up.
What time is it?
There is something I want to show you. Our patient will be waiting soon.
What's this?
Some lamps from our tanning salon, tweaking him. Holy water, bottled by the monks of Lake Borgo, who, by the way, make an excellent Cabernet. Stakes to pierce his heart. If Radu Vladislavs comes to claim his protégé, you must be ready to defend ourselves.
You said he cannot enter here.
Yes, but the girl who was invited in by me is as great a threat to us as Radu.
This is barbaric. I won't let you drive a stake into her heart.
If it comes necessary, you won't try to stop me.
Take me into the great night, Master. Teach me the mysteries
Return to your master. You are not my fledgling.
We must destroy him, Master. He is evil incarnate.
Do not meddle in his affairs, Serena. He is insane.
He possesses the Bloodstone.
The Bloodstone. Are you sure?
We can destroy him and claim it for ourselves.
Radu is my master, Serena.
But he's not mine. It would give me pleasure to watch him suffer.
You are no match for him. We must find a mortal with the will to destroy him.
Here is the key to the Great Knight. Follow him. Discover his intentions.
Yes, Master.
Time has come to serve your master. Now, tell me, where's my fledgling?
I don't know. I swear to you. But at Stirbay, there is a witness. Yes.
Stirbay?
Yes.
Here, Michel.
The first stage of treatment is to draw the blood from your body, purify and filtrate and replace it once again. I predict we should see some immediate improvement. It's necessary for us to work while you are fully conscious. I'm sorry, but there may be some discomfort.
You are Radu's pretty one.
No, no, no!
All signs are stable.
Excellent.
Tell me.
She has survived the first tribulation.
How do you feel, Michelle?
I feel peaceful.
This is a good sign. But don't be surprised if the benefit is temporary.
I am Radu Vladislas.
This is a private road. What is your business here?
I demand an audience with the master of this house.
Doctor, there is a man outside, insisting to speak with you. His name is Radu Vladislas.
Please come for me. No!
Please. Try to remain calm. There is no way he can enter here. Lupo, the sedative. I am obligated to speak with him. Radu Vladislas. I am Dr. Jan Nicolaou.
You hold my child against her will. She is in pain and cries for my protection. Bid me cross your threshold.
No, Vladislas. You are not welcome here.
Release her to me, and I shall leave in peace. Deny me, and I will lay your souls to waste.
She begged for sanctuary. She wishes to be mortal again.
She wishes for the impossible. She belongs to me.
No. She's in my care now. Leave her alone, or I'll call the police.
Challenge me at your own peril. I delight in such diversions. I beseech you, open your gate to me.
Do you possess the Bloodstone?
The Bloodstone is my birthright. Who came before you?
Ash, the music lover.
I am before Ash.
Please, Vladislas. Let me see it. Give me a few drops of its essence. In the name of science.
I have lived 1,000 years, witnessed the progress of man. I have a weak spot in my heart for the sciences. Open your gate, and I will give you 3 drops. But I warn you, Doctor, the mysteries of the Bloodstone cannot be illuminated by science.
No! No, I'm crazy! You promised to protect her! No! Please!
You are powerless before me. Get down on your knees. Give me the Bloodstone. The Bloodstone now!
You will suffer daily for this.
Set me free! My master needs me!
The sedative, quickly!
Get away from me!
I'm sorry to give you such a shock, but it was necessary to distract him from the trap.
Will he die like this?
The stake is the first step. The vampire cannot move. Next, we have two choices. Cut off its head, which would be too merciful for Radu, or leave it to agonize until the sun comes up and renders it to dust.
Master! No!
Michel, go back inside.
I begged you to destroy me.
No, Michel. You are free of him. Vladislas is dying.
Michelle, my blood runs within you. Our hearts beat as one.
Stand away! Do not touch him!
Michel, get away from him!
Save me. I'm about to set you free. Prove yourself, fledgling. Let there be a bloodbath.
I saved your life, Radu. I've earned my freedom.
You will pay for this in suffering.
We've lost her.
You wish to destroy Radu Vladislas.
Who are you?
A kindred spirit. Daughter of Vesh. I will tell you where he sleeps, if you promise to destroy him before this day is done.
Where does he sleep? Tell us.
Not you. You must destroy him.
Me? Why?
Because you wish to save the life of Radu's fledgling. They sleep in Belus Cemetery, the tomb of Vladislas, from the year 1875. Here is the key. The sarcophagus takes you underground to the ancient city. Go south. Down 7 staircases. There you will find Radu's resting place. You are warm, pretty one. You have the passion to prevail. Surprise him while he sleeps. Drive a stake through his heart. Cut off his head. Take it back the way you came. Do not hesitate. or explore the labyrinth. Go quickly to the sunlight and render Radu's head to dust.
Ăștia e demon, domnul! Alo! Alo, un cățel de usturoi, dacă aș avea praf, aș face-o!
Buy yourself a new one.
Stai! De ce te sperii? Stai! Dumnezeule, dar ce înghețată ești! Ce cu dumneata? Hai, vino încoace! Aoleu, sărăcuța, ai înghețat de tot! Hai să mergem, uite, eu stau aici după colț. Haide! Hai că-ți fac un ceai! Hai, nu-ți fie frică, hai că și eu am o fată la fel ca și dumneata! Hai, vino! Hai să... Aoleu, Doamne Dumnezeule, ce mai ești asta? Ajută! Nu! Lasă!
Save you from this torment if you will come to me of your own free will.
Never.
We will share my sanctuary, the sacred mysteries. Drink of the Bloodstone. I'm your master. You cannot deny me.
Stefan was my master.
Stefan infected you with his tragic weakness, his love for mortals. But Stefan was my spawn, and his dust. So you are mine. Your powers have evolved, but your weakness threatens to destroy you. Michelle, I know you despair. Surrender your ties to mortality and all your pain will disappear.
Ladislas will be dust.
You are a never-ending source of joy to me, Serena. How will the deed be done?
I found a mortal with the will to destroy him.
You conspired with a mortal.
I gave her the key to Vladislas' tomb.
You endanger us, Serena.
Fear not, Master. I sabotage the mechanism. The key works from the outside, but it's broken from within. She will destroy Vladislas for us and be trapped in the Labyrinth.
And when the sun sets, we can ravish her and seize the Bloodstone.
I am diabolical, and Master.
Serena, you are sublime.
There is one small complication, Master.
Complication?
She's in league with Dr. Blood.
Do they know of the Bloodstone?
Yes. Dr. Blood tried to steal it from Radu. But tell me, Master, if the Doctor is descended from our bloodline, how is it he can stand in the light and touch holy water with his bare hands?
He is spawned from our blood, Serena. But he has altered himself with science.
As my child.
Master.
Henceforth I claim all the profits from your worldly enterprises.
But Master, I've nurtured our holdings for 100 years. I have earned your generosity.
I generously give you till full moon to evacuate my stronghold. You and your fledglings must find a new sanctuary. The blade of Laertes.
The vampire slayer. It is mine.
You stole it from me, ass. In the Black Plague.
You cannot force me from my lair, Radu. You are not my master.
You amuse me, Serena. You alone may stay. Yielding fledgling. I can see the darkening in your eyes. memories of mortality will fade like a sweet dream. You're mine forevermore.
We should rest until daylight. You have a difficult task ahead.
Thank you for helping me, Jon.
You don't have to thank me.
You drugged me.
Please, listen.
No! You're a vampire!
I'm not a vampire. I'm human too. You must listen to Jon.
Please, listen to me. I did not choose to be a vampire. It was forced upon me.
You're a murderer!
No. I drink only to sustain my life. The woman you saw is a willing partner. Please, believe me. I curse this fate. Each day I pray to God to make me mortal again, to feel the warmth of the sun upon my face, to let me survive one night without the urge for blood. Radu must be destroyed, Anna, by a mortal's hand.
Why me? Why not Lupu? He's immortal too.
I'm a brain surgeon, not a vampire hunter.
Trust me, Anna. I promise to help you.
Where is the body bag?
I have it here.
If we are lucky and find Radu's resting place, it may be necessary to kill her too, if she is too deep in Radu's thrall to be saved.
No. With the Bloodstone, she has a chance. We must find a way for both of you to share in his benefits.
Thank you, Anna. Bullets are powerless against the vampire.
Even so, the false sense of security is better than no security at all.
We don't have time for this.
Do not curse, Jon. Show me respect for the dead.
I'm one of the dead, so don't tell me what to do.
It's afternoon already. Isn't there another way in?
This is the only way.
Look for a tomb inscribed Vladislav's, 1875. Anna, go that way. I'll search
Back here. Lupo, behind the church. Rendezvous here in 1 hour. Yes?
Okay.
Let's go to work.
You keep the key.
Open the door when you hear us calling.
Don't worry. I'll be waiting.
If we are not out by nightfall, send for the police. Until sunset. We're frightened, yes?
Yes.
What is this place?
The ancient city beneath the city.
Must be 300 feet down.
I think we are almost there. Yours, Vladislas. I brought her for you as a gesture of goodwill.
struggle. Feel me, child. Feeling such a sweet nectar to the blood. Oh, Doctor, you have earned a taste of the Bloodstone.
Du-te acasă, maică. Poți să vii și mâine. Morță nu pleacă niciodată de aici. Așa se știe. Da, da.
Why are you here? Alone at night?
I'm praying for my departed loved one.
Don't lie to me, mortal. The key in your hand belongs to me.
No!
What do you want from me?
Your lifeblood to extinguish the last embers of my fledgling's humanity.
No! Michel!
Surrender, child, and I'll have mercy. Challenge me and your life will be an everlasting torment.
Michel! Help me, please!
Reach out with your senses, fledgling. Revel in the perfume of fear.
No, please!
Drink, fledgling. Purge your sadness in a wellspring of blood.
Michel, please!
Drink, fledgling. I'll ravage myself. Multiply your nightmares 1,000-fold.
Michel, help me. No!
This is a moment of weakness you will never forget.
No!
No, Flint. I'll be your man. You guys are spoiled.
dawn soon. Take his head out into the sunlight.
You're coming with me, Michelle. He's got the Bloodstone. You're going to be all right now.
Your friend, the doctor, is dead. Where is the Bloodstone?
Help! Someone! Help me!
She's a pretty one, Master. Her fear is a rare perfume.
At last, I was in peace. In time, the Bloodstone yielded its mysteries to me. Radu Vladislas was returned to dust.